tie things into the middle of his head. And since you're sitting in the front seat, I want to tell you one thing. Just pray that he doesn't sneeze. Those swords would come flying out in the front row. Yeah, take you right out. Gone. Gone. Now they're thinking about switching seats. Did you win that today? Oh, you did? Nice. Did you win this today? Followed you in? I have that too. I have that too. Look at this crowd. This crowd looks very serious. Got the... Excellent. All right. Come on in, Syracuse. Come on in. The Orangemen, bring it on. Come on in. We're going to get ready here in just a minute. Are you guys ready? I'm even the sound man here. All right. Let's do this like we mean business. Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages. You know, I always have a problem saying children of all ages when we go to a freak show. You know what I mean? Bring all the small children up front. That's a great job. Are you ready? Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Six Flags Great Escape is proud to present the Festus Freakatorium, starring the king of the Sideshow. Please welcome Red Stuart.
Damn. Can I get a stand-in? Oh, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, what are you doing up here on the stage has been done for many thousands of years. Going back to ancient India. The first feat I'm going to be doing is not a very difficult one to achieve, but it is considered to be the most dangerous. Or in other words, I'm going to take this nail. This particular nail is a 200 penny barn nail. It's 5.5 inches in length, a 1/4 inch in diameter. I'm going to drive it into the center of my head. Now that's a play with words, but stay with me. I'm stating a fact. I am going to drive this nail into the center of the head. The point of this nail will be in the center of my head. That's a fact. The head of this nail will be just outside my head. That is also a fact. Any questions? That looks is still pretty. Don't laugh, I got your money. Watch.
Holy crap.
One more? You're sick. Well, just for your sick entertainment pleasure.
Woo!
What did I say? Drive the nail into the center of the head? I did that. Where's the point of the nail? Now this is where you're going to get your education. Because I'm going to remove this nail in slow motion and show you how deep that nail made it into the head. Let's see. Front view. Front and center of the head. Side view. Slow motion. Let's see how deep it went.
Holy crap.
Front and center of the head.
Wow.
Hold it. Wait a minute. I did it again. I knocked the screw loose. The carnies out there gave me a new nickname. They call me Screwy Louie. They swear up and down I got the screw loose. Sometimes I agree with them. I oblige them, get them sick, and tighten the screw back up. It does go in by hand, by the way. You really don't need a hammer, or in this case, a microphone to drive it in, but it does create a real nice, special sound effect now, doesn't it? Okay, I got another one. Real good one. How many people around here has been around before electricity? Don't you wish? How many of you old goats know what this is? This was used long before electricity. It is called a drill. It's a hand drill. You turn it, and it drills. Now, watch this. Let's see if I can mix up my brains a little bit, if there's anything back there. Oh, I hit that bone again. What do you get from a bonehead? Oh. Wow. Is that snot on there? No, it's not. That was sweetbread. What are you talking about? That was my dessert. This plate filled with what sweetbread is, will you? Maybe Hannibal Lecter will tell us.
Oh, God.
Okay, Red, swallow the damn sword. Okay. Yes, I do talk to myself. I answer myself too. The bad thing is that sometimes I lose the argument. Next act is what I'm actually well famous for. Did you know that there's less than 100 sword swallowers in the whole world today that still perform the act on a regular basis? That's 3 to 9 months of the year. Well, me working in the sideshows and the carnivals and circuses, I would do 15 to 30 shows a day. Every half hour. Think about that. I'm the oldest. I've been swallowing swords for 53 years now. I've taught more people this ancient art form than any other person in recorded history. I taught 56, as well as being the 9-time world record holder in the ancient art called sword swallowing. Now the first sword I'm going to swallow for you today is this small one right here. This here is called the Tai Chi sword, or a Kung Fu broadsword. It's 30 inches in length. It's well over an inch wide, an eighth of an inch thick. It weighs about 2.5 pounds. It's done like this. The fastest way to get iron into your system, I don't recommend it. Now, although sword swallowing has been done for almost 6,000 years of recorded history, to this day, mankind still swears up and down it's still a trick. So us sword swallowers, we got together and we came up with a new implement to swallow. The other sword swallowers call this new implement convincing. I call it tonsil scratcher, because I still have my tonsils. The rest of the world knows it as the Walmart special. Chrome-plated coat hanger. 6 of them for $2.99. Plus tax. That's 54 cents each. My cheapest profit. My cheapest sword cost me over $100, and I buy my swords wholesale. And that doesn't include what a machinist will charge me to take those cutting edges and points off them swords. That alone could take a half a day to a day and a half per sword, depending on its size and the material that it's made out of. At $118 an hour, you can just guess what I have invested in my sword. So, you really want to know how sword swallowing is done, huh? That's terrible. Just want to see if you people are seeing something I'm not. Let's try this one more time, okay? This time say it, do it with a little more enthusiasm, okay? Take 2. So, you really want to know how sword swallowing is done, huh?
Yes!
Music to my ears. Listen, and listen well. It's between the lips and over the tongue. Behind the heart, between the lungs. Watch out, stomach, here it comes. This is the way sword swallowing is done. And that's the ancient art form called sword swallowing. Thank you.
Woo!
How many of you kids out there have seen Star Wars? Raise your hands. Great. Little ones, not your big ones, okay? The little ones, the next time you get done seeing this show here, go out there on the midway somewhere out there and they have souvenir stands. When you get down there, I want you to scream, holler, jump up and down, cry like a banshee. You know how to do that, right? That's normal. Okay. Say, Mommy, Daddy, I want one of the sword swallowers swallows him. Oh, wow. I'm getting flashbacks from Woodstock. The real one, the one in 69. Most of you wasn't even around then. Oh. Okay. What?
I can't light up these throws. Still works.
Thank you. Not enough time for one more sword for implement. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the very first person in the world that ever swallowed a car accident retired in 1954. Let's see. In 54, I was 3 years old. And at that time in my life, I was more interested in building sand castles with a sand shovel and a bucket, not knowing or even caring as to what I'd be doing for a living. 2003, right? Built sandcastles, the bucket instead, right? Well, this gentleman did live several years later. He passed on at the ripe old age of 82. But guess what I found in the fall of 1969? Right after I left Woodstock, I landed up in Arkansas. I found his car accident. This here is a Model A, or a Model T Ford car accident. Yes, it is an antique. No, I am nowhere near the age of this axle. This axle is almost twice my age. At least it was when I got it. Let's see. (1969), I was 18. This is a 1924 Ford. You do the math. It's 20 inches long, an inch in diameter, and it weighs 8 pounds. Enjoy. And that's the ancient art form called swordfall. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the next act I'm going to be doing is the most dangerous. The blockhead is considered to be the most dangerous. Sword swallowing is considered to be the most difficult. But this act here is considered to be the very last thing that the Hindu Fakir must achieve before they receive the degree, or possibly become a priest and teach. To get this degree, they must be capable of doing this at least twice in their lifetime. After that, they can either teach or become a priest. Well, I don't believe in all that good meditation, mumbo jumbo, religious stuff that they do in India. I do it with the mind, or the Buddhist concept of mind control. It consists of the mind control of the heart rate, the flow of blood, and the sensation, or the feeling of pain. Now, we're going to have a little bit of audience participation. I'm going to mention 3 body parts. I'm going to point to somebody, and that person's going to choose the body part that this corsage pin is going to go through. Face, arm, or leg. Ma'am? Yes. Pardon? Face? Okay. When I was a lot younger and still had teeth, I had the strangest way of picking my teeth. I worked from the outside in, right about here.
Oh, wow.
You can see it go straight through.
Oh, my God.
They were flying.
Oh, my God.
neck, arm, or leg? Neck? This is for you guys, fellas. Next time you take the old lady out, or somebody else's old lady, I won't tell, you might be required to wear a shirt and tie. There is restaurants still around that require a shirt and tie. Well, why don't you be the talk of the town? Be a man. Show up without the shirt, but indefinitely wear the tie.
And there he goes. Is this genuine or your reaction?
Now, I hope you enjoyed my small little presentation in the ancient art of mind and body control. If you did, tell your friends. If you did, tell your enemies. We'll take them for the money you'll get even. Thank you very much.